We're back. Tax Magic Podcast with Kathy Cregan, my favorite CPA of 20 years. It feels crazy that I know anyone for 20 years, let alone being in business for 20 years. The last 2 episodes, we talked about setting up a new corporation. So I'm putting 2 companies out of business, closing them up. I'm starting out AI Chillify. She talked about the structure, how to set up 2 different entities. Interesting strategy there. Then we went into the next steps of forming it. And now we're going to talk about the business formation summary. So Kathy Cregan, the host of Tax Magic Podcast, take it away.
Thanks, Deb. Hey, welcome to Tax Magic Podcast. This is where I'm going to take you from tax tragic to tax magic. Because the more you know, the less you're going to owe. And that's my tagline for my CPA business. I've had 35 years, 30 years, something like, no, 35, because I did it when my son was born. So what you're going to do is a quick, brief overview. You've gotten your name. You know what your name's going to be for your entity. You've chosen the state you're going to be in. Then, once you do that and you file the paperwork, Deb, where do we go from there?
Okay, this is a good test. I have notes. This is really good. All right. So after I have SunBiz, I have K1s, I have EIN. So I go to the IRS with my SS4.
You go back further first. You start at SunBiz and what do? You go in and you form it at SunBiz. This is just for Florida, guys, because that's where I'm at.
That's where I get my EIN, right?
At SunBiz, you get the company. You form your company.
Got it.
Okay.
And then I get my EIN.
Not at .com. It's .org.
And you also mentioned do not do anything until you get your official paperwork because you get in trouble. Yes,
correct.
I remember that
one. If you get your EIN first and find out you don't get that name, you're screwed. And it is a mess.
And making sure the trademark is all set up. And that's what we just covered in the last episode, right? And then I go to the bank with my EIN number because I can't go to the bank without the EIN number.
Correct. Do you set the C Corp up first or the LLC up first?
Oh, this is a quiz. I didn't know. Pop quiz. I set up my C Corp first because that's going to be a member.
Winner, chicken dinner.
Yay.
Excellent. Yay, Deb. So
thank you, Kathy. This is super helpful, by the way. And if you didn't get to part 2 of this episode, go and watch that. She gave an in-depth explanation of structuring your companies, why you want to do it for the best tax benefit, but also the best legal representation as well. Because that was another thing you kind of covered as well without even realizing it is, certain things you want to set up to protect yourself legally. So I like this 2-part company that we're setting up. So we've got AI Chillify and we have Coach Deb Cole, which is going to be a member of AI Chillify.
Correct.
All right.
Exactly.
Yay.
And everyone needs to do these steps here that we've gone over. But after that's where the creativity comes in. And the specific information you're going to need is going to be at the Tax Magic Collective. Because I can't give you specifics in general, so to speak. I can't give you specifics if you ask a question and I don't hear it. I do have a hearing issue, but when we're on a podcast, I can't hear you at all. So
that's where you're giving free tips. I just want to summarize for everyone watching and listening. TaxMagicPodcast.com is where Kathy's giving a ton of free tax tips, business tips, so that you can set up your business the right way to get the best tax advantage. And then for those of you who say, I want more and I want some individual coaching and consulting, but I don't want to pay a high ticket price, you and your CPA gets to join the Tax Magic Collective at taxmagiccollective.com. And that's where I'm in with a small group of business owners where we get to ask Kathy our questions and she gives us advice in a small group and it's private. So I'm not airing all of my laundry on the public airways of YouTube. So join the Tax Magic Collective. It's the best money I spend in my company by far. Because I save every time I go to a collective club call, I save money. So
because you find a nugget. I used to go to seminars and call them nuggets.
Yes.
If I get one golden nugget out of a seminar that saved money, It was worth it because
Yep.
it's one,
Yep.
just
Yeah.
one.
Yeah. You are the
And
true
next,
magician, and you've been giving me nuggets for 20 years, and I'm deeply grateful. So, what are
sometimes
we
I beat you
covering
over the
now?
head with it, but it's
Yeah.
all good.
Yep. Yeah. I've gotten beat up a couple times. Yep. But what's the business formation summary for this episode for the
So
free
what
podcast?
happens? This is for everyone. Everyone's going to have to start their company. So you choose a state, you choose a name. You then can use LegalZoom, or you can do it yourself at the Secretary of State or in Florida, sunbiz.org. Once you get the name and you get the company, articles of incorporation for a C Corp and the formation documents for the LLC, then you get your EIN at the IRS. After you get your EINs, you then go to the bank and get your bank accounts open because you're going to make money. You got to deposit it somewhere. So that's where you go. You go from forming it to opening your bank account and saying, "Okay, I'm ready to go." Then is where the creativity is going to start because there's no creativity in here except naming them.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So once you get that done, you're going to go. You're ready, set, go.
Okay.
And that's where you do your business plan. You have your marketing strategy. You have your social media strategy. You have implementing it. You got a timeline you set for yourself. Because if you're anything like me being ADHD, if you don't have a timeline, it's probably not going to get done. Because
Mm-hmm.
I started podcasting in 2009. I did it again in 2016. We did one episode in 16. We did two in 9. Now I went, okay, now I have to do this because I'm semi-retiring and I can't give the information and help to individual clients because I'm not taking them.
Yeah.
So
This is the birth of your Tax Magic podcast. I think of this as your
yeah,
gift to the world of small business
thank you.
owners
Thank
everywhere.
you.
It's
Thank you.
awesome. Yeah. No, thank you.
It's
Yeah.
retirement for me.
Yeah.
It's retirement
Yeah.
fun.
Yeah.
So, and this is fun for me because I've had a client the other day tell me, I knew I wanted you to be my CPA when I met you at my sister-in-law's Christmas party and all you did was talk about taxes. I went, I'm pretty sure I talked about stuff other than taxes, but I probably did talk a lot about taxes because
And
it's been
they
my passion.
and they benefited because if they were listening, they learned
And they did for 20
more,
years.
so that the more they know, the less they owe.
Less they
So I
owe.
hope they paid
Exactly.
attention and took
Oh,
notes
they
like
have.
I did.
They
Ton of
have.
notes.
Yes, exactly. Exactly. They have, and they've started into their retirement phase now.
Mhm. Yeah.
And they know they're doing what they're supposed to do. And
Yeah.
when they've had questions, they've texted or emailed. We've been able to respond.
Yeah.
We're not going to be doing that anymore in the general way. It's
Yeah.
through the collective.
Yeah.
So my suggestion, if you want better, more accurate information, may
Yeah.
not be advice per se, but
Right.
it's information that you can either take back to your CPA, bring your CPA for free.
Yeah.
We'll talk to them about it.
Yeah.
Nobody knows it all.
Yeah.
So let's collect it and provide the information for our group
Yeah,
of people.
I think of it like a mastermind where they have a lot of these masterminds, but this is a true mastermind where you've got your CPA, you've got the client, you've got you, the accountant, and truly working on the person's business to get
Right.
everything from more exposure, more everything, and structuring it so that they're growing and they're not paying as much taxes as they
Right.
don't have to,
Right.
legally.
And you're in there, so you bring the social media AI part to it.
Yeah.
So they
Yeah.
really get more than just tax magic.
Yeah.
They get business magic,
Right.
but the tax magic is what saves them the money. And
Yes.
social media is what brings the money in.
Yep. Yep. Yep.
And if
Gives
you
them
can't bring it in,
exposure.
I can't
Yeah.
save it.
That's right. That's right. I love it. Yeah.
Yep. So
Okay.
join the collective,
Okay.
hit like, share this, bring your CPA. Love to talk to them. Sometimes they think I'm arguing with him, but I'm really not. I'm just having an adamant conversation.
Yep. Yep. Well, I think the other thing too is you've read the tax code, you've
Correct.
applied it, you've filed over 35,000
Right.
tax returns over your life. So you live and breathe it, where I see some of these, especially these big corporations, like people get screwed with these big corporations because
Oh
you're
yeah.
a number. They don't care about you. They're just
Don't care.
filing. Whereas,
I don't care. Yeah.
yeah. So I like that in the collective, you can bring your accountant. If you've gotten another accountant, you bring them there.
Yeah.
Like
Bring
it's not
them.
a competition thing. It's a
No, it's
collective so
not.
we can help save you more money, help you
Correct.
make more money, get more leads, and then save it so you keep more of what you've earned.
Correct. You control it. That's
Yes.
the idea. You get to
Yeah.
control
Yeah.
how much you give to the government legally,
Yeah.
because the Taxpayer Bill of Rights, there's 10 of them.
Yep.
Number 3 says, basically, and I'm paraphrasing because I got in
Mhm.
trouble the other day. It's 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 your God-given right to pay the least amount allowed by law.
Mhm.
It's your right to do that.
Yeah.
So why are you paying more?
Yep. That's right.
Because you don't know. Because you don't know.
That's right. That's
Knowledge
right.
is
The more you know.
power. Knowledge is
That's right.
power.
That's right.
So join the collective, get more knowledge, and then you apply it.
I love it. I love it. Anything
There
else
you
that you
go.
want to say to wrap this up, or
Join. Come and
Okay.
join. Bring your knowledge in for the business world and the business side, because I don't run every kind of business.
Mhm.
I've seen probably most of them, and bring it in. AI,
Mhm.
you got the AI, I've got the arts, I've got real estate, I've got law. Bring them in.
By the way,
And
that's another
let's
thing
collect
throughout
it.
that's another thing too throughout the years. It's like you helped me with my traditional business, right? My business marketing, my social media marketing company, my agency. But then when I was bringing in money and making money and starting to invest it, you're like, okay, you put it over here in real estate, but you don't own it under your name to get
Correct.
sued, because then they go after you and your home. You
Correct.
create entities for every real estate property. And that's one of the best things that you ever taught me to do is, and then I keep passing these tips on again. So it's like the collective, we're all sharing this knowledge, is other people have done the same and it protects them. So God
Yes, it
forbid
does.
anybody trips on some sidewalk, they don't go after you in your personal home. It's just that
Exactly.
specific home. So that's a huge tip.
Exactly. And we live in a litigious society. I mean,
Yes.
people are suing
Yep.
because they looked at you wrong.
Yeah.
And I joked in
Yeah.
another episode and said, Mom, he touched me. I'm going to sue him now.
Yeah.
And it's really that bad.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
and mine is, you can't take what you don't own.
Yep. That's
So
right. That's
own
right.
nothing and control everything.
That's right. I love
So
it.
it's
And then,
good.
the other thing too, I think in episode 1, she talked about structuring it too, so that
Mhm.
you protect yourself. And we created 2 different corporations.
From
So
you, from
and
one
I
person.
think it's eye-opening for people. What was that?
Yeah. Yeah.
What was that?
People go, you can't be in 2 places at one time. But you kind of can. You
Yeah.
kind of can when you integrate a corporation, which
Yeah.
is you, and
Yep.
you
Yeah.
kind of can.
Yeah.
So
That was kind of trippy.
it's
So be
it's
sure to watch
create
episode
it's the
1.
creative part. It's the
That's the
creative
creative
part.
part. Watch episode 1, then binge and really dive deep. You're gonna pause. It's really a masterclass, episode 2. And then again, go check out taxmagiccollective.com and join us in the collective. And yes, I will be there also to help. Like, I'm a client and I'm a club member, but I'm also gonna help with AI stuff, because I feel like this is the year that if people leverage AI, they're
Yep.
going to grow their business tenfold. Like, we're able to do so many things from a social media perspective. Like last week, we launched our first podcast episode, and AI was starting to create all of these short form video, from the topics, the titles, the description, and then publishing it.
Everything.
And then we're doing it with your podcast too. So
Yeah.
it's going to be exciting seeing you everywhere. It's the Roy
Well,
Kent effect.
It is. And if you aren't using AI, like I wasn't using AI until probably January. I mean, I do Google, like, what's
Yeah.
this?
Right.
But
Right.
if you aren't using AI, there was a podcast person on Mel Robbins that was talking about AI. If you're not using it now, you're so far behind.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
if you're not using it by 2026,
Yeah.
you better catch up.
Yep.
Because you will be left in the dust and your business will go down the tubes.
100%.
So why not learn from somebody like Coach Deb that goes, I'll teach you how to do it, but all it's doing for you is saving you time so you can have more time to do what you want or time to make more money. You get to
Yes.
choose.
That's right. You know what's exciting, Kathy, is again and your podcast that you're launching here, And then my podcast that again, you and I have both had many podcasts over the years. And now all of a sudden it's like, now all of a sudden people go, oh, podcast is a thing. Yeah, no kidding. But here's what's exciting is 10 years ago, I had a podcast. We had to do a lot of stuff manually, uploading things manually. Last week, we published the first episode and it was in 3 or 4 parts. But then we used AI to break it up into all of these chunks and what they're called shorts. It's short form vertical video that people watch on their commute to work, on their iPhone, in bed, whatever, taking their breaks. But we were able to produce, check this out, 420 pieces in a week.
Incredible.
Not only produced it, but publishing it all over social. So I'm literally the Roy Kent of content marketing for my podcast. We're going to do the same thing. We're going to apply the same thing for your Tax Magic podcast. And you're literally going to be here, there, and every freaking where. And you're not going to have to do a thing. You're not going to have your VA do a thing. They're going to schedule it. It's going to take them 5 minutes. And they're literally going to have 400 plus pieces of content in 1 week. Then I did the math and I was like, OMG. Anyone who applies AI in their business, especially with their social video and social media, they're going to have a decade advantage in the next year. Because if you think about how much content I was able to create in 1 month, most people can't keep up an entire year. So I'm like, wow, by the end of a year, myself, you, all of my clients using this for their podcast is going to literally have a decade advantage. So the good news is, like you were just saying, oh, I had a podcast 10 years ago. The good thing is we're going to catch you up in the next year because you're going to have more content than you ever would have if you continue 10 years to now into this decade. So that's what I'm excited about. And yeah, we'll share that for sure in your Tax Magic Collective.
It's a dual benefit. It's a dual benefit.
Yeah,
and,
absolutely.
And that very reason is why I didn't do it back then. It was too freaking much work.
So much work. So much work.
And I just went, okay.
And expensive. Yeah.
Oh, really expensive. And the equipment just sat in the box. But you know, hey, it's all right. I tried. And but I tell you, it's worth every penny. And to just buy your time back.
Yes.
If nothing else.
Yep.
I'm about time. I'm about time. You know, I mean, I'm with semi-retirement, it's about time.
Yes.
And making the most money in that time.
Yep.
And then playing the rest of the time.
That's right. Going on cruises, playing golf, whatever you want to do. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
But our cruises are business anyway. So, you know, I mean, think about how many episodes got filmed on the cruise.
Yeah. By the way, I think as we wrap up this episode, tell people, I think that's the best tip to share is how can they go on a cruise, but make it a write-off? You know, the write-off people, how do they do that? How do they do that, Kathy?
They have the business intent on the cruise. So whatever you're doing, you apply it to the cruise. In our case, we filmed every day actually for Tax Magic Podcast and AI Chillify. So we filmed these things there, played with stuff, got organized, but it's all documented. We have video, we have little books full of notes. We have it documented. We will win.
Yes.
Every time. Yep. So it's intent.
Yes. Intent and documentation. You taught me that too with mileage, you know, driving. If you document it, that's the proof. And that's what you need if you ever get audited, you've got proof. So, I think that's the hard part for us creatives. It's like, but you got to document. And now we have AI apps. There are actually apps that every time you get in your car, you just go boom, and it just tracks it.
My IQ.
Every
time. IQ. What I do is I have a separate card for business. It's a business vehicle. Better. That's all it is. I have 3 because I happen to like cars. One is just a business vehicle. It's all it's used for.
What if you never drive for personal reason and only have a business car, and then you take the train for personal or whatever? Is that something that
it's 100% deductible? Then it's a business vehicle. If you don't use it, while it's still listed property, because it could be used as a business and it could be used as personal, makes it listed property. It's not. You've got the proof in this little mile IQ.
I love it. I love it. So we're going to teach more apps, right? Like MyLikeU and all of these things in the Tax Magic Collective. So highly recommend you join. You're not only going to get Kathy, you're going to get me teaching you AI stuff and apps. And maybe we'll do a boot camp too with AI. We'll just spend an afternoon and teach them some AI
ways. And join the cruises. The cruises
Yes.
and the retreats. We're going to do a combined cruise and retreat. This is how important I think AI is going into the next decade, even next year. The energy shift is changing. AI it's the way of the future. Might not be a great future for some people if they don't get on board. And I was old school. I thought, I'm not gonna let it write my letters for me. But you know what? I fed it in, I got a letter, I edited it. Done.
Better.
Better.
Yep. I think that's the part where our ego has to step aside. And again, this is partly why I've been meeting with you to say we're starting a new corporation, because our shift is so completely 180-degree different than how we did business a decade ago. So it's like first minute's got to shut down. AI Chillify is the way to go. And by the way, it really I love it because GPT created the business name for me when you asked in the first episode how to come up with a name, because it's like, it's letting AI and the bots work for you while you chill. It's truly that transformative. So it's exciting. It's going to be a fun year. And I'm going to be happy to share some of my wisdom with your tips in your group while you keep sharing tips on taxes with me and business stuff. So it's going to be
100%.
a win-win, fun little team. Yeah.
Thank you, Kathy. It's a collective. It's a collective. It's a collective. It's the energy in the collective.
Absolutely. So join. We'll see you in there. Go to taxmagiccollective.com. What I feel like
go from tax tragic to tax magic, because the more you know, the less you owe.
Yes, indeed. Thank you, Kathy, so much.
Have a good one. Join the collective and come on in.
Yes. Thank you. Ciao, ciao.
Ciao, ciao.
This content is for educational and entertainment purposes only and does not constitute professional advice of any kind. Always consult with your tax professional. Be sure to read this full disclosure. Listener discretion is advised.